need to, we'll throw it in. It sort of depends on what you all do. Sound okay?
Oh yeah, I'll anything with a snout that I can recognize just on the map is fine for now. I'll get you a good pick when I can find one.
You're aware, Akita?
I'm a Wunari, but my markings and my fur pattern are and my general like demeanor and facial structure. An Akita.
That is
Akita Inu.
a specific choice.
Isn't it though?
All right. So, we'll pause for edit and come on back. There's mostly an arm. Everybody put your arms in the camera. All right. Anyway, that was just a pause for edit so we could have that conversation. And now we're back. The camera flies over a scrubby and giant towers and shifting sands desert back to this lovely little oasis rounded with palm trees, and comes upon two Wanari walking their way into town, dusty from a several mile journey. One says to the other, sounds like the beginning of a joke, sorry. One says to the other, the transporter pad being out is, I don't think that was a coincidence, and I don't like how late it's made us, but I'm pretty sure we can stay here tonight.
Nothing's a coincidence. We'll find something here.
Well, that center of town there appears to be the loud one.
Good.
And two Wanari enter, also the Careless Queen.
Is our contact for these to drop off these artifacts, these manuscripts, is that here in town?
It is not. You are bringing them back to the base, but rather than have to travel over that much desert on foot.
Okay.
But the last place didn't have a transporter pad, had a transporter pad malfunction, so you couldn't get to here without walking. So you were very late.
About a half hour, 20 minutes out of town, like a 20-minute walk. I'm going to stop at any recognizable tree, and I'm going to bury the loot.
Okay, you can find a recognizable scrub. Mostly trees don't really get above like 4 feet here, but you can do that.
That's fine. I will set, or I will just like snap, and from the air, a celestial raven will land on the bush, and oh god, no, this has got to be 100 feet away from. I just remembered how familiars work. So it's got to be 100 feet away from the general like center of town where we'll be. But, off into the brush.
Okay.
And then I will set the raven on the bush and say, you watch it. And I'll watch you.
Raven does a preening thing, and do you prefer you voice the familiars or I voice the familiars?
Could go either way. It has mimicry. It can talk to me. It knows common.
Yeah, no, it's a raven. I'm there. I'm just like, do you want to voice it or you want me to voice it? Because I'm happy to do that.
I'll voice it usually, and you feel free to break in if there's something my familiar,
Okay.
But for conversational improv stuff, like I'll just have it as my straight man prop.
Cool. Works for me. I'm moving some tokens so that you have some things. It'll be essentially recognizable. One moment. Come on.
So it will respond to me just like its usual affirmation is just its name. Ditto. Ditto.
Sorry, that's a great name. Made me very happy. Good job. There we go. All right. I'm already on the stage. Do you glow at all, buddy? I'm gonna make you
Do I what?
pink. There we go. You're the pink. You're the pink one. On the map, you're the pink one, Thomas. Friendly. Controlled by me and friendly. Got it. Okay. So you, Thomas, you and Freed and friendly, enter a tavern that is dusty, loud, and in which there's plenty of beverages and polite company. The building is a long rectangle and a like 10-foot wide hallway follows it to a large elongated dome, and you can hear a lot of cheering and loud noise coming from there. You're in Humbrew's. You're in the food part of Humbrew's, not the show part of Humbrew's. And you both enter a tavern, and no one even really notices.
I look at Freed and I just personally friendly in his heart suspects that Freed is already longing to go to wherever that cheering is. And he just kind of nods to him. It's like, go ahead, I got the rooms.
Yes! And very quickly, this raggedy shorts with chain, a little bit of leather, rushes into the back, and you can hear his voice join the crowd. As you approach the bartender, you don't necessarily notice behind you, but the door opens, and in comes a tabaxi. Hauling a slightly sobbing human behind it.
And just looking so done. Just get this thing away from me.
I mean, he is the one who stole the gems.
Mm-hmm.
It's his fault.
Ah, lawful neutral, eh?
Mm-hmm. Right? Do you approach? What do you do? Because the tenders are the ones you're going to turn this bounty into.
I'm headed right to them. I want to get my money and be off the clock.
So your token's on the map, by the way. So you approach the young lady at the end of the bar, or the stouter guy at the other end?
Diamond, I don't know who's paying me.
The person who gave you the contract told you to turn it back into the bartenders. They did not specify which one, and they are not currently behind the counter.
Other bartenders are.
Yes. Shift change. David froze. We wait. Do a little dance.
Hello?
Hi, you're
He's
back.
Hi. You said a man and a woman?
Yeah. Woman is closest to the entrance. Man is the other
I
end.
go up to her.
She is, cleaning something like, oh, hey, sweetie, what can I do for you? What if you drill? She recognizes the man behind you.
He stole your jewels and I was hired to retrieve them.
Drill? No! You... Really? And he looks even more distressed than before and starts sobbing again, because that's what you wanted, of course.
Just like from the bar, I
It,
will look over. For shame.
it's been a fun trip. Can I get paid now?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do with you, Drill? You. She continues in this vein for a moment while she takes the rope from you
Yeah.
and walks him.
I hand her the guy before I hand her the backpack.
Yeah, and
I get the
walks him
backpack when I get my money.
back into a back room. I don't even have him on the map, but that's fine. Walks him into a back room and you stay there. We're gonna figure out, like, Robert is going to help us figure out what we need to do with you, because this is she's just laying into him
It,
in exactly that voice.
I take the dog.
What?
I take it his dog follows him.
Yes, and she doesn't seem to mind or notice.
Okay.
And she comes back out and goes, "Okay, let's make sure the jewels are here. Do you want to come
Take the
back
backpack
this
off.
way with me instead of doing it on the bar table?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Opens it in that room, and there's about 2,000 worth of gems in there, and she counts out, depending on who you're selling them to, 100 to 150 worth of various gems, some topaz and some garnet and like a small emerald, and goes, "I think this is what you agreed to, is about this."
Is that before or after it's doubled because I'm a mercenary? I'm asking, not the one.
Yeah, this is the correct amount.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
And so she sprinkles it into your hand, said, "It's been a pleasure doing business with you. What was your name?" "It's been a pleasure doing business with you."
I'm getting a lot of lag. I'm sorry. What?
She that's why I was restarting it. "It's been a pleasure doing business with you. What was your name?"
Tuesday.
"That's certainly a name. Well, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, Tuesday. Um, you also have up to, I don't know exactly what Robert agreed to for nights, but you're welcome to stay in the inn rooms if you need to, for tonight or another night or whatever."
That tonight would be appreciated. I won't need it tomorrow.
"Absolutely. Um, thank you, and I'm going to deal with this." And she sort of,
Make sure the dog gets fed. It's not his fault. His owner's a bastard.
"Oh, oh, hi, buddy." And she recognizes the dog, and the dog's happy to see her too. And you distracted her from shooing you out, but I assume you then exit the back room and head to elsewhere in the bar.
Chewing me out.
No, shooing you out of the back room.
Chewing. Oh, I was like, what'd I do?
I was politely like,
Yeah.
"Okay, we're done now."
Yeah, she doesn't need to tell me once.
Yeah.
I told her to dog as I'm leaving the room.
While Tuesday finds somewhere to be in this room, you also can hear the cheering coming from the next room. Sounds exciting in there. Up to the front door flies a winged snake. Doors are made for humans.
Okay. Is the door open or closed?
It is closed. It's a desert night.
Okay. She does not notice that it is closed and runs into it, giving it oofed and hissing in anger at the door, despite the fact that it's inanimate. She also makes a very soft thudding noise as she runs into it.
Thomas, roll perception. How about David?
That
Would you
wasn't
like to roll
great, but
perception?
let me double check because wisdom is my thing. Yeah, not great.
23.
Well, you don't notice anything friendly, but Tuesday, you hear a soft thud and maybe a hiss from the front door.
What? How long? How much time has passed since I got my money and left the room?
You literally just did.
I was gonna head to the bar and get a drink, but I hear that, and it's weird enough for me to want to investigate. So yeah, I'll go up to the door and.
Go on, Jocelyn. Did you open the door?
Like the like crack peek as if it's my place.
A pink-haired cat person just crack peeked open the door.
Empress looks up and is like, "Oh, thank you," and slithers in, not even bothering to go back up into the air, just slithering in.
I am unfazed. I shut the door and I head to the bar.
Perfect. All that screaming you're hearing from the back room. Freed gets to see it. The bartender in front of you says, "Oh, they're about to be. It's about to be the final match back there. You sure you guys don't want to head on back?"
Give me a drink first, please.
Oh, sure. You want swill or swill? What do you?
One of each.
Yeah. Kink. You made a large drink and a small drink.
Mm-hmm. The small one's gone.
And you, sir, wanna?
What are the stakes? What are the prizes?
Oh, they're. Do you mean the prizes for the competitors, or do you mean the prizes for if you bet on the right one? Because if you want to bet on the right one, you got to get back there to the. What are they
Oh,
called? People who take bets.
I don't gamble.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So
If I'm playing, I've already won.
sure,
But
but
what is it like? Knockouts to the death? What do they do back there?
it's KO. But this is sounds like they're getting into the final bout of a multi-tiered one that's been going on for 2 days now. It's a
Don't
big
you
deal.
don't have to sell me. I'm sure there's a fee. Look, I need a shower first. Give me two room for two, and 2 drinks. My friend will pick his up.
Certainly. So, have you stayed here before?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Then you know that about the rooms, right?
Why not?
Oh,
Then maybe I should update you. So you know that the rooms aren't in this building. They're down by the oasis. They're all little separate kind of cottages. You could also pay a smaller fee if you brought your own tent. It's good for traveling business. There's a lot of tents out there right now. You know what with the.
I'll be honest. If I brought a tent, I'd just stay on the other side. But room will be fine. It's been a long couple days.
This sounds good. Sure, buddy. And sells you a room for whatever the slightly more expensive room price is. Was that going to be is that a silver for a days or like 50 CP? Whatever the standard is.
Okay. For a crap room.
Well, yeah. Well, the crap room is the tent space.
Right.
This is the
That's
slightly
the
less
wretched
Yeah.
lifestyle. We're in poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you're paying for 2 people, and they don't care because it's occupancy rates,
Oh, okay.
not room. Because you can when really all of your income comes from people coming through.
It's true. And in that case, once they say it's just like any number per room, I'll just look around. Who wants to chip in? Anybody else? Anybody else need a room? Pile them in. I sleep standing up.
You are noticed and you notice 2 people wearing, yeah, all black, black armored, black face coverings, sitting at a table, and they notice you, and you feel them noticing you. They don't
Notice them
stand up.
notice.
Yeah,
Do they
yeah.
notice me
You all
notice them
notice each
notice?
other noticing. Well done.
Wow. You can really dance. Sorry. Um,
Wow. You can dance.
I'll give them the, like, hey, what's up? You need a room?
They turn back to each other, and they lean into each other. Camera zooms itself into the. Yeah, we're almost there. Zooms itself into the. Back into the fight pit. Call it the fight pit. Where the announcer is going off about someone's being pulled off, someone else is cheering, and now we're in the final fight. Crowd is screaming. Somebody's up there, ah, foaming at the mouth a little bit. It's great. What are we gonna do? We are finally going to have our undefeated Sato the Bulldozer. And out walks this enormous. Ooh, that was exciting. Nice view.
Well,
Out walks this enormous, not as big as you, but enormous Xenon Dragonborn. Silver scales everywhere, little frills happening, and they are also traditionally sumo dressed. And their cheering is they stomp the floor as loud as they can, and you can tell they have fans ready for this who are stomping along with them, and everything rattles. Those of you in the front room, everything rattles. It's exciting. Who's back in this room and who is not? Thomas is not. Friendly isn't. Freed is. Tuesday went back. Jocelyn.
I grabbed my drink and headed to watch the fight.
How about
Right.
you,
Mine's probably
Empress?
just dancing on the bar.
I had gone back to the room simply because I was wondering what the cheering was about. And when everything started stomping, I immediately flapped my wings and went as high up as I could.
I have also played winged characters, and boy, is that the response. And I'm not on the ground anymore.
Like, nuh-uh.
Floor is lava.
Eventually, the stomping drives down, and the speaker, who has been trying to get a word in edgewise, and facing off the equally undefeated and proving that this year sumo is the style of wrestling. Sumosaurus. The Sumosaurus! Allison.
He'll give a good battle cry, and also maybe I'll roll in athletics to see how impressive my stomping is. Oh, I have a low battery.
It's okay. This is.
I got a
just
natural
about-
20.
Oh!
It's a 24 total.
So
You shatter your leg.
Allie, I can bring the charger to you if you
we're
want.
just about done.
It'll be
Don't worry. So the Sumosaurus comes out, not nearly as shiny, makes a war cry, and starts stomping. And there's a moment of confusion because wait, that's Sato the Bulldozer's thing. But the crowd starts getting in on it, and you are doing an even louder rumble, drinks falling off of floors or falling off of tables, bartenders grabbing things, and the crowd is stunned and cheering. And that is where we are going to end for the evening.
Yay.
If you like what you've been seeing, give us a like and subscribe, y'all. We'll be doing this again next time. We're Game Breakers Media. Don't forget to head on over to our main channel. I'm Diamond. This is Allison, David, Thomas, and Jocelyn. We are in the Retroverse, and we will see you again soon. Have a good game.
Boom.